Presumptuous, today is the day of enthronement of our takes in sacred land. How dare a mere inner disciple act so recklessly within the grand hall? Bullshit, is Taekshuan sacred land one of the so-called 6 sacred lands in the eastern wilderness? Really this shameless, taking advantage of the weak, currying favor with those in power. From start to end, you have never once considered the will of the saintess, betrothing her to someone whom she has never met before. If justice isn't served today, I don't want to be known as a disciple of Taekshuan sacred land. Has Yi Chen gone crazy? How does he have the audacity to say such things in Grand Hall, although he's quite talented? If he angers the one who came from upper realms, I'm afraid the entire Taekshuan sacred land will suffer alongside him. Yi Chen, is it? I remember you. Only after years of struggle during the 100 Dynasties War were you able to enter the Taekshuan sacred land from within the small Chongqing region. And now you're telling me that you want to give up your title as an inner disciple of Taekshuan sacred land? I was merely feeling a sense of injustice for the saintess. I can't just watch as she helplessly gets thrown into the fiery pits of hell. How dare you compare the young master to a fiery pits of hell? You arrogant and disrespectful child. Young Master Gu. A transgressor found that my character was involved in an inapplicable situation. From the moment I awoke, and my role as Gu Chen seems to be a villain. Yeah. In your usual comics, I'd be the type of villain who's just stepping stone for the protagonist and gets constantly slapped and humiliated by them. The only difference is that I have a mysterious game-like system. According to the system, the fortune levels are divided from low to high, into red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, and purple. An ordinary person is only at red fortune value. The young man named Yi Chen's fortune value is green. He really is the fortune's chosen.
And I, haha.
It's said that villains don't live long. My black-colored fortune sure is a constant reminder of that. Gu Chen, stop being so self-conceited and pretentious. If you have the guts, say something. How impudent, how dare you call young master by his name? Yi Chen, today you've provoked the sect under the presence of everybody here. I'm certain you harbor ill intentions. That's right, how dare you speak rudely to young Master Gu? These crimes can't be forgiven. What's going on? Why is everybody trying to get on the good side of Gu Chen? My talent is obviously the highest within the sect. I'm the sect's future. Even King Ji isn't speaking up for me. Why? But we have such a close relationship. I hate to admit it, but seeing fortune's chosen being humiliated really is quite satisfying. Gu Chen, do you really think you can just pretend to be lost in thought without saying a word? Other than taking advantage of others, what else can you do? This Yi Chen really is heedless of consequences. Secret Lord, I will take Yi Chen down and make amends to young Master Gu. Bring it on. Damn. Yi Chen is biting off more than he can chew, daring to confront Taekshuan's sacred prince head-on. Prince Zhujuan's cultivation is at the pseudo-transcend realm, whereas Yi Chen's cultivation is only at the Soul Palace realm. Moreover, the prince has got thunder hell physique. Chukshuan's strength has improved again. This battle's outcome has already been decided. How naive, in this world, cultivation levels are. Mortal body, spiritual sea, Soul Palace, transcendent, omnipotent, sacred lord, sacred emperor, sacred sovereign, and quasi-god realms. If Yi Chen can't even win a simple cross-realm battle, he wouldn't be worthy of the fortunes chosen. Sacred prince. Nice skills. How could this be? Yi Chen cultivation is only at the Soul Palace realm. So just how did he block a blow from sacred prince? Brother Yi Chen is so handsome. Shut up. Do you all want to offend young Master Gu as well? As expected of a protagonist, his ability to humiliate and face slat is at the highest level. It seems like everything Yi Chen has done today is to prevent the Taekshuan sacred lord's daughter from being married to me. This woman with a yellow fortune value of 350 should be Su Qinsh, the female lead of this world. Since I've already offended our dear protagonist, have you always had this confidence in Yi Chen? trying so hard to act indifferent. Are you trying to make me think that you have no relationship with him, or are you perhaps afraid of how I'll deal with him? What a clever woman. It's empty. I'm neither a wolf nor a tiger, so why is Miss Sue so nervous? I am not. The tea is hot, so leave this to the servants. It'd be a pity if you injured your hand. Su King has had a subtle change of heart. Protagonist Yi Chen's fortune value -10. Wait, I can do that. Gu Change, how dare you touch her? It seems like things have started to become interesting. Gu Change, get your dirty hands off her. Your opponent is me. Chuxuan, do you really think that I wouldn't dare to kill you just because you're the sacred prince? Go in by the usual plotline. I'm afraid Yi Chen will overcome odds and defeat Chuxuan. Then, he'll take the opportunity to make a bet and challenge me or something, and rely on his fortune to control the situation and safely retreat. With his talent for cultivation, it's certain that he will come back years later and avenge today's shame. When that time comes, wouldn't I be as good as dead? But unfortunately for him, I am a transgressor. Someone who is too familiar with this common trope. How could I let him succeed this easily? I refuse to leave my hands of some bullshit scriptwriting. How boring. Since this matter is related to me, there's no need to bother Chuxuan, young Master Gu. And now you're putting on airs. What? Do you think I'm afraid of you? Is the cause of your fearlessness ignorance? Oh. Yi Chen, how did you want me to respond to your words? His aura alone is imposing enough to make people feel despair. Young Master Gu is this strong, he's not from upper realms for nothing. Yi Chen really doesn't know his place. As expected of someone from the upper realm, he's already so strong at such young age, we really can't afford to offend him. Oh ho, the fate value can be increased. Since the fate value can be used to raise a technique's tier, it would naturally raise my cultivation as well. System, how much will my fate value increase? If I kill Yi Chen right now, those with great fortune will inexorably have heaven's protection. Take your current fortune value into consideration. Doing so will put your own fortune at risk of being eaten away. Does THST mean offending the fortunes chosen will lead to bad luck? No wonder my fortune value is black. I really am a villain through and through. Fortune is an unpredictable and inexplicable factor. With your current strength, but it will trigger a series of unknown variables. Because you are the biggest variable, so what you're saying is that although I shouldn't kill him now, I can still gradually increase my own fortune level by raping away from his. And strike when the time is right. Correct, the same applies to those with a close relationship. Ro the protagonist. This means trying to affect Yi Chen. By forcing Su King won't work. Ha ha ha. Although young Master Gu is so young, his cultivation is already fathomless. A mere wisp of his breath makes us all tremble with fear. Young Master Gu really is a god amongst men. I naively thought that takes on sacred land, inherited by generations upon generations of prudent men, and owning territory that spans thousands of miles, is already a sovereign power of the world. But today, after seeing young Master Gu with my own eye, I realize that no matter how strong you think you are, there will always be someone who is stronger. You all think too highly of me. My strength is nothing worth mentioning. It's humiliating. My poor cultivation has forced young Master Gu to personally intervene. It's fine. Young Master Gu has already shown mercy. What is he doing there still? Yi Chen really doesn't know what's good for himself. Gu challenge. Gu to hell. Yi Chen, how dare you? How? You overestimate yourself. How? Yi Chen, you've not only completely ignored the sect rules, but have also disrespected our distinguished guest over and over again. Immediately seal his cultivation and throw him in the dungeon, where he shall await for young Master Gu's punishment. Earlier, young Master Gu had already spared him, and yet Yi Chen still dared to sneak attack. I know, right? How shameless. He has embarrassed our entire sect. Let go of me. I'm the most talented disciple of the sect. I am the sect's hope and future. Ha 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 ha. Young Master Gu is able to remain this elegant even after what just happened. With such an open-minded young man, my daughter will definitely be willing to comply. Saintess King, I heard that the moon is especially beautiful tonight. Would you be so king as to bless me with your beauty? King, our sex future for next 100 years is in the hands of this man. You cannot afford to make wrong decision, Gear King. All right. Chen Yu's mental state has been damaged. Chen Yu's fortune value decreased by 100, the host's fate value increased by 500. So that's how it works. This fortune's chosen one is nothing but a crop for my system to harvest. It is a bit troublesome, but the process of slowly torturing and until its last breath is quite fun, isn't it? King, I know you're interested in Yi Chen, but the current situation, I understand. Yi Chen can't even come close to the Lord and the benefits he can give us. Right? Father, it's all right. I will go pay him a visit now. Sump. What did you find out? You were right, young master. The Taixuan Sacred Lord summoned Su King and told her about all his sorrows. Oh. The current Taixuan Sacred Land may look strong, but doesn't amount to much. Their strongest individual, the Supreme Elder, had actually passed away in a sitting posture 300 years ago. It is just that the outside world has yet to learn of his death. Thus, your support they currently need the most, young master. Besides, the Taixuan Sacred Lord's wife is a noble lady from the Upper Realms, back then. Upper Realms forces and sent back there. He also wants to search for traces of his wife by having Su King grab onto you. So I guessed right? Oh, right. Keep an eye on Yi Chen, who is currently imprisoned. You seem to be entreated in Yi Chen. He's blessed with great fortune. He can help me obtain many opportunities. I understand. I have the characters with great fortune right in the palm of my hands, but I can't harvest them just yet no matter how much I want to. A starter pack. What is this broken world seed? Interesting. I can create a world within my body. If I complete the world seed, can anyone in this world kill me? System, use up all my points. That. Ho, Tilde, look at yourself now. He's way more interesting than that Yi Chen. Or whatever his name was. We are two souls in one body. I know you. Shut up. Is this the power of the sacred Emperor realm? In a moment, it allowed all of my many talents to advance by a step. What terrifying power! Breaking through just one level of the immortal Taoist Ko consumes so many fate points. This technique should be pretty high level. Forget it. As long as the system exists, I'll have more than enough fate points in her future. Yi Chen, oh Yi Chen. Although you look pitiful when cultivating with all your might, you're such a pretty bow when I'm extoring your fortune. I hope you can contribute a lot of fortune. If I finish harvesting your fortune too early, it will be the death of you. What the hell is going on? In the past 3 years, no matter the challenge I faced, I was always able to escape the jaws of death and come out intact. When have I ever experienced such humiliation? Gu Change, Sha Chen. Master. Subscribe to watch more.